We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Boston College Eagles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Red Wolves will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Booker. It's complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the air on second down. He is lucky to get that one back in the last thing you want.
That's 2 picks right now. Lee, come on,
and that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Sawyer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Red Wolves in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot. And it's
breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Louisiana Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the 1st down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to them and get them on the perimeter.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Connection to the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's open on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Red Wolves didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Booker. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Red Wolves! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Booker. Dumps it to the back. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to get the corner. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up... road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Boston College.
First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Booker. He uncorks one deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. There he goes. Past the 30. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air, it's Booker. Setting up the screen. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Boston College! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Now, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The play action fake. Pulls it in. It's Toner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
The Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Booker. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Lost to throw again. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Back to throw, it's Booker. They've got the screen set up. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed behind the line, it's Burke. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 35 over Texas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Look out, he's got room.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And the Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Toner. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Here we go.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll immediately call timeout. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Just drives it between the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this 3rd quarter. Bringing it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Red Wolves are flying down the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Catch in the middle. It's Sawyer. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That is his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers in this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air, it's Booker. Hauls it in. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Rushes on him. Makes the grab on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Looking left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.